Hello, my Gemini and Gemini Rising watchers. Sandra from PURCHSE.com, and this is your September 2020 reading with me in my Wheel of Life. I have an announcement. I have changed the way that I do these monthly Outlook readings, and I've made them better. So not only do you get a tarot card for each of the 12 houses, but you also get an oracle card that gives you more information and perhaps tells you how to deal with some of the tough energies in the cards that I see from month to month. Now, as far as the extended reading goes for the monthlies, what happens is, if you're watching this on YouTube, you will see the first 6 houses, both tarot and oracle, for free on YouTube. Then houses 7 through 12 will be contained in the extended reading. If you click the down arrow or the show more section on this video, it will reveal the Vimeo link for you to purchase the rest. Now, and this is my gift to you, I wanted to improve it, and it certainly has, and especially in the videos that I've already done previously, I can just feel the difference in this energy, and I absolutely love it. I'm very passionate about it. It's incredible. Now, as I look at your 12 houses, your reading is very different than the other videos that I've done so far. I can actually see the polarity. There's contrast here. But you know, with Gemini, there always is contrast, right? One day the Gemini will be experiencing one thing and they'll feel another way, and then the next day, or perhaps the latter half of that day, they feel and act and do completely opposite. And I'm seeing that a lot here in these cards. So let's go ahead and get to it. So the first house, we have movements, choices, and decisions. So this means, Gemini, that you are researching things right now. You're doing your homework and you're studying all of the different directions of where you could possibly go. And the angel oracle message is friendship. You could be examining some of your friendships right now. You could be thinking about who you're going to cut off, what friendships are no longer serving you. You could be meeting new friends and examining each and every one of those potential relationships to figure out whether or not that's good for you. There also could be some new friends coming to you in the month of September, so look for that. Now, there is something about a feeling of scarcity when it comes to your money, Gemini, in September. This is like the panic button phobia, you start hyperventilating type card. Now, as I look at the message in the oracle that deals with this, they're telling you, watch the signs. So that tells me that this panic can totally be avoided. You are going to have to ask for clear signals from the universe of what you need to do to keep up the status quo with your money. So whether that is, staying on top of an investment, some of you may need to pull your investments before you get to this panic in September, right? And so if that's the case, ask the universe for a very clear signal. And then pay attention to the information that you get. You could overhear a conversation of somebody talking about that exact investment or something like that, and how they're moving that money. You see what I'm saying? Or you could say the prayer, ask for the truth about the situation, and then you hear or read something, a news clip about it, that it's, could be volatile in the future, or some other type of warning. Or the investment itself could just go down one day, and then that's your warning to get out of it, right? Even though it lost a little money, it's better to lose a little than a whole bunch at a time. So pay attention to that. That's a major, major warning for the Geminis in September. Okay, your house of communication, third house, walk away from arguments. So this could be true for Geminis for all of September regarding communication. It is not a good idea to engage in arguments at this time. The other party is not listening to you. Also, because the third house rules brother, sister, or sibling figure, this could be a message for them not to argue. And of course, it could be a message not to argue with them because they are not hearing you. Now, what this is about is apparently a new love or a lover. So, there could be this third party that comes in. Let's say it's a brother-sister figure. It's your brother, and he met a new girl, and he's all about this new girl, and you're like, I kind of heard about her, and I heard that she's this, and this way, and then all of a sudden, he's super defensive, right? And you're going to have to walk away from that. But it is regarding a love. Now, here's where I see the polarity. This is a very interesting message. So your fourth house, which rules your home, and sometimes your father or father figure can show up in the fourth house. There might be something about your home that becomes too expensive. For some of you, that may be the mortgage payment where you could refinance at a lower rate and get a lower rate, and it's better. For some of you, it could just be the upkeep in the home or around the home, and you have to, pour money into that, and therefore that becomes more expensive. For others of you, your father or father figure could feel a financial pinch, and so that is the financial challenge there. Now, what's interesting here in the oracle in that fourth house is there's magical energy that is here to support you. So even though you may be feeling this way, what I would do what's available to you. The universe is saying life is magical no matter what's happening. So I would start saying affirmations like, no matter what happens, everything always works out in my best interest. It works out in my favor, or I magically receive the money to pay for this all the time. There is that polarity that's apparently magical with regard to where you live, or your father is experiencing that at this time. Now, you have the Triumph card in your fifth house of social life. For those of you that are single, this is your dating. This to me as a reader is the Knight of Swords card. If you're dating, you do not want the Knight of Swords. You don't want any knight if you're dating. You want a king. The knight is just here to have a good time for one night, which is not cool for most of us. I mean, if you want that, I'm not here to judge you. I read tarot cards. I don't judge people. Unless there's a problem with, physical safety or something like that. That's a different story, right? But because this rules social life, this could also be a friend of yours that is off the chain. Knight of Swords is very swift action, and they can be harsh with their words. So you could be somewhere and you're having a good time. All of a sudden, the Knight of Swords could come in and just ruins your night, right? I don't like that energy. But the Angel Oracle card is here to tell you that you are growing spiritually. So whatever's happening in the social life, dating life situation, it is for a reason, and you will take the lessons and the blessings and move forward from it. And that could even be about examining your friendships, right? That we received in the first house. Those could definitely be the same message, but you're receiving it twice for some of you. Okay, sixth house and last house here on YouTube. Work and health is patience. So something is not going the way that you want it to go, or on the timeline that you want it to go. It's okay. It's on divine timing. you do need to be patient with it. Now, what's interesting is you're getting a soulmate message in your 6th house of work and health. A soulmate doesn't have to be romantic, although a lot of times it is. It could be someone from a previous lifetime that you meet or come across as a platonic friendship. You could meet this person at the health food store. You could meet this person in your everyday work experience. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone that you work with, although that's not excluded. It could be a client or a customer that you come across, and you know that it's true when there is a familiarity about them. Something about them reminds you of someone in the past that you can't quite put your finger on, right? It's like their mannerisms or the way that they talk. They're just reminding you of someone and you just can't quite figure it out. That is how you know them from a past life. All right, Gemini, so that's it for your first 6 houses. If you would like to see houses 7 through 12, we have some very interesting things coming up here in your relationship in the house of the bedroom. And I also see something interesting here in the house of your career. And I see, again, polarity in 3 months, where the energy feels rough, but it's actually helping you at the same time. So, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please click the down arrow or the show more section and it will reveal the Vimeo link in its entirety. And many blessings to you, my Gemini friends. If you resonate with this video, please hit the subscribe button that you see on the screen right about now. And please like and share it with your Gemini and Gemini rising friends. Blessings.